Get up, you son of a bitch!
Cause Punch Drunk loves ya.
What up? What up? What up? Y'all already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Woo Shot himself. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Yeah, man. Kind of light work in the boxing community, kind of light. But there's things to talk about. There's things to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. You know? And a lot of people's talking about, this interview that Terrence Crawford did have. I forgot how to pronounce the name of the channel, but shout out to Terrence Crawford, the 4 division world champion, 2 division undisputed, looking to fight Canelo Alvarez this September. Turki Alalshikh has put him on ice. Has put him on ice. You would not do anything. Let's just wait for the Canelo Alvarez, my friend. But Crawford, just stand still, relax, go out there and train. Go out there with a Victor Conter and do what you have to do to prepare your body for a Canelo Alvarez. As you all know, the Canelo Alvarez is going to be fighting William Scull. Not the type of matchup that we want to see Canelo Alvarez at this stage of his career, that he's 34 years old and still got a lot to give the sport of boxing, still holds some titles, right? But we're not going to ignore the silent war out here in the YTBC, in Twitter boxing, Instagram boxing, YouTube boxing. We're not going to ignore the silent war. And that is Turki Alalshikh versus Haymon. Let's not act like there's not a division out here, folks. Let's not act like there's not a division out here. There is a division. There's a division. There is narrative pushers for years that's been hating on PBC, Haymon, and what he's done in the sport of boxing. There's people out there that do appreciate Haymon, right? There's people out there that's been frustrated with Haymon because he doesn't show his face. You don't know how he sounds. We still only got the Google pictures of Haymon of 12 years ago. They believe that Turki Alalshikh, there's people out there that like Turki Alalshikh, that's impressed by Turki Alalshikh. But as of late, look at that Turki Alalshikh sideways. Like, you must have a backup plan or something. It's just too good to be true. Nah. It's what I think Turki Alalshikh is more than just boxing. I think people looking at Turki Alalshikh side eyes now. What's good? What's good, everybody in the chat? What's good? We're gonna be breaking it down. There's people that love Turki Alalshikh. He got that unlimited money. But you know what? Everybody get their turn in the sport of boxing. Everybody get their turn. Bob Arum had his turn. Don King had his turn. Haymon had his turn. Eddie Hearn had his turn. Oscar de la Hoya had his turn. And now it's Turki Alalshikh. But I've been very vocal that, Turki Alalshikh really, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? He's good, but he ain't nothing special. He's not something I've never seen in the sport of boxing. A guy come with a bag and now giving it to a bunch of fighters, probably above their market level. Yeah, at the end of the day, as a hardcore boxing fan and that I appreciate fighters, I always call them modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. I want these fighters to get compensated well and fairly. They're the one that's risking their lives, right? Imagine these fighters tell you in your respective job, you ain't worth that. Imagine the Canelo Alvarez and Seville Crawford go to your job and your supervisor or the human resources and tell her, you know what, you paying this guy too much. He ain't worth that. But in the sport of boxing, we play that shit too much. Nah, this fighter ain't worth it. He ain't no A-side. He don't deserve this type of money. Now, we all know that Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford is probably going to be one of the most lucrative fights of 2025. We can't doubt that. But in my opinion, I believe it's a massive mismatch. There's going to be people out there that's not going to admit it because they so much of a fan of Turkey Al-Sheikh. And they believe in Turkey Al-Sheikh's fantasies and imaginations. You feel me? There's people in the sport of boxing that genuinely understand that this is a massive mismatch. And why is a massive mismatch, ladies and gentlemen? Because we all seen how Canelo Alvarez performed versus even the Iron Man, undisputed champion in 154-pound division, still the king, and he's gonna be back, y'all. Jamel Iron Man Charlo. That should have humbled the people. That should have humbled the people. Like, damn, maybe Bud, you know what I'm saying? Bud is smarter than Jamel Charlo. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Yeah. And then what should have humbled y'all even further was the way that Bud Crawford performed versus Mazurmov. 10-0, never been a champion, never fought a former world champion, right? 10-0, never done nothing in the pros. And the pound for pound, arguably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can flip it around. Bud Crawford, oh, he looked at ordinary, folks. He looked at ordinary. Even Turkey Al-Sheikh, after the fight with Mazurmov and Bud Crawford, he ain't mentioned Canelo Alvarez. He mentioned Virgil Ortiz. Even Turkey Al-Sheikh got humbled. But even when you get humbled, you still have these imaginations and these fantasies. Turkey Al-Sheikh got unlimited funds. He's playing these fighters like toys. If he wants to see Bacoli versus Parker and Bacoli on one day's notice, hey, Bacoli, what are you doing out there in Africa and in the Congo? Do you want to fight Parker? Are you drinking moonshine over there? Fuck it, get in the plane, come to fight. You know that no respectable promoters would dare have Bacoli on one day's notice to fight the most active heavyweight in Joseph Parker, ex-world champion. But because Turkey out saying, you know, when you got a lot of money, you think that you can do whatever you want to do, right? You got a lot of money. Sometimes you just feel like, you know, sometimes when you got a lot of money in your pocket, you don't got to be a millionaire, but sometimes when you got a lot of money in your pocket, you be like, you know what, man? Let me order this food. I ain't even hungry. I just want to taste it. But I see this community. I've been in this community for quite some time. Y'all already know. Shout out to the people that supported the channel, Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Thanks for the people that be following me on Twitter, X formerly known as Twitter. Shout out to the people that follow me on IG, and also I'm on TikTok. TikTok. Go follow me out there on TikTok as well. I see the silence. I see the back and forth. I see the narrative. I see the debunk. I see that the people don't want to give Al Haymon his just due. For whatever reason. For whatever reason. But let's put it all on the table, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know why y'all don't like Al Haymon. We're talking about Bud Crawford. I know there's a lot of fans of Bud Crawford. We're talking about Canelo Alvarez. I know there is massive fans of Canelo Alvarez. And if I'm a massive fan of Canelo Alvarez, because I am, even though that I keep it real, I keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively, I'm still going to hold him accountable. I do want Canelo Alvarez to face David Benavidez, La Bandera Roja, the Mexican monster, the Dominican monster, the Ecuadorian monster. Even though that I believe that Canelo Alvarez could retire right now, first battle Hall of Famer, he did everything he needed to do, probably fought everybody that he needed to fight. But if you're going to be active and you're going to be holding the straps, damn it, you got responsibilities. Vigilante in the building con los 2 pesos de plata, no me dice. If Bud doesn't run, I think Canelo stops him by round 8. I think that Canelo Alvarez will whoop that. Man, I think that Canelo Alvarez. Look, I'm. This is being me nice. This is me being nice. If Bud Crawford commits to Canelo Alvarez, I think that Canelo Alvarez will F up Terrence Bud Crawford so bad. God forbid, he'll eat from a straw. And the reason why I just say that, if he just takes the fight to Canelo Alvarez, is because the narrative of people saying that, no, Punch, you know that Bud ain't no Charlo. You know Bud is gonna come to fight. What you mean he gonna come to fight? Who? He gonna go toe to toe with Canelo Alvarez? Huh? You think he gonna do what Triple G did? Huh? I dare him. I dare Bud Crawford do that. Bud Crawford in a recent interview say, good looking out with a $2 super chat, my brother. Bud Crawford gonna be saying that, I think I could knock out Canelo Alvarez. Stop smoking that crack. Stop it. Stop it, bud. There's only two reasons why you believe something that you never even thought that this is a possible fight. You never saw yourself in the ring with Canelo Alvarez. So I forget, a while ago, Terrence Crawford said, when they asked him about a potential fight with Canelo Alvarez, the dude said basically, I'm 147-pound division. He's 168 and also campaigning at 175. That fight would never happen. He looked like that. When he was asked that question, it's almost like, are you guys serious? When they asked Canelo Alvarez a potential fight with Bud Crawford, he answered in a way like, are you guys serious? It got to the point where the money, it's like Turkey Alalshikh is here the money. And then these guys are saying, are you sure? It's a great fight. Bud Crawford, I'm giving you $70 million to fight Canelo Alvarez. Really? And Canelo Alvarez is looking at it like, really? You're going to give me $100 million to fight? Really? You think this is a good fight? And Bud and Canelo Alvarez just looking at each other and be like, all right, bro, let's just steal this money. Let's rob the bank like Floyd Mayweather did with Conor McGregor. Mora in the building. What's good, Mora? Turkey, I was telling Bud Crawford, I don't want you to fight no interim fights. I want to save you. You're 38 years old. Canelo Alvarez is a dangerous fighter, Bud Crawford. I don't need you to fight a David Avanesian in the middle. I do not need you to fight in Virgil Ortiz. I don't need you to fight in Fundura. I need you to stay in the gym with Victor Conte and he gives you a snackety snack so you can prepare for Canelo Alvarez in September. Do you understand me? Let me say it like this. See, I just don't understand this. Look, put it this way. I understand the praise of Turkey Alalshikh. I understand the support of Turkey Alalshikh. I understand that people in the sport of boxing look at Turkey Alalshikh like some new pussy in the block. I understand. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's some good-looking girls in the block and stuff like that, but when you see some a new chick, it's like you think it's new pussy, but pussy is pussy anyway. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for the language, ladies and gentlemen. I know. I'm sorry for the language. Sorry, YouTube. I don't demonetize me. Let's clean it up a little bit. Let's clean it up. Some new Vijiji for new Vijiji juice. Let's put it like that. Some new Vijiji juice. Turkey ain't doing nothing that we ain't see Al Haymon do. Why Turkey out? But why does Al Haymon get the hate? Why does Al Haymon get the hate for doing what Turkey Alalshikh did? Done. Well, why you praise Turkey Alalshikh and shit on Al Haymon for Turkey doing what Al Haymon already done? I've been thinking about this. You know, I've been talking about this and thinking about this. I just don't understand. What is it about the hate? I know it's an American thing. I know it's a culture thing. Like, look, in America, in America, when it comes to the community in boxing, we love foreigners more than Americans. It's probably the reason why people just hate on Al Haymon, hate on Tank, hate on Tio, hate on Devin, hate on Shakur, hate on everybody. And we love Triple G, we love Lomachenko, we love Canelo Alvarez, we love everything from outside. We love, way, but we hate our own. Let me ask y'all a question in the chat. I need some participation because I like to break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. That doesn't mean everything I say is right, and that doesn't mean that everything I say is wrong. I'm just coming from breaking it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. I want to educate, but I'm also open to be educated. I got no ego. I got no pride like that for me not to learn from somebody else. So help me out in the chat. Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all two questions. One question for a particular fighter. Y'all with me? Or y'all listening? Can I get a yeah? Can I get a hell yeah? Or something? Let me know in the chat. All right. This goes a Canelo Alvarez question. Other than the Triple G win, because I believe if I ask y'all, what is Canelo Alvarez legacy victory? Thank you, Truth, my brother. If I ask y'all, what is Canelo Alvarez legacy victory? You know, every legendary fighter got that legacy win. Maybe multiple wins. When we're talking about Muhammad Ali, we talk about Sugar Ray Leonard. When we talk about Oscar De La Hoya, when it comes to Julio Cesar Chavez, right? When we talk about Roberto Duran, that's Sugar Ray Leonard. When we talk about Sugar Ray Leonard, that's Roberto Duran, making him quit, Hagler, and Hearn, right? When we talk about even Usyk, we're gonna say Tyson Fury, right? When we say even Teofimo Lopez, we're gonna say Lomachenko, right? Come on now. Everybody got. When you say Mike Tyson, Larry Holmes, right? Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston, George Foreman, Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, right? Every legendary fighter. Hey, Salvador Sanchez, huh? Wilfredo Gomez, Andre Ward, Kovalev, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Canelo, Hoya. You know what I'm saying? He got a hey, yo, Floyd Mayweather got a lot. Legendary fighters in his resume, right? Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya, Tito Trinidad, Oscar De La Hoya, Roy Jones Jr., James Toney, Bernard Hopkins, right? So let me ask y'all a question. What is Canelo Alvarez legendary victory that put him in a stamp that separates him from his contemporaries? What is that fight? Outside of the Triple G, because think about it. Canelo Alvarez, we could say that Canelo Alvarez's best victory is controversial, right? So that couldn't be his legacy victory with Triple G because his victory, the first fight, is controversial. People think that he lost. The second fight, there's half and half. People still think that he lost. So outside of the Triple G, what is Canelo Alvarez's legacy win? Truth always said Canelo versus Cotto. Lomachenko says Trout. I got one that is legacy win that separates him from his contemporaries when he got it. I'm gonna give another 15 seconds. There's not a lot of people sleeping right now. Got only 38 people looking on, but fuck it. I just thought about this live and I said, I want to chop it up with my peoples. Just came back from the hospital and stuff like that. Let's talk about boxing so I can keep my mind, you know what I'm saying, off of what's going on with the family situation. Captain says, plan. Captain, I agree with you. Canelo Alvarez, hold on. And put the picture up. Canelo Alvarez became an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world by beating Caleb Plant. You take that victory away, and Canelo Alvarez will be a unified champion. We've seen unified champions before. He'll be a four-division world champion, yeah, but he wouldn't be an undisputed world champion. Being undisputed. Floyd Mayweather never been that. Oscar De La Hoya never been that. Chavez never been that. Right? That's when Canelo Alvarez truly became king in the respective division. Undisputed world champion. Yeah, he beat Triple G. It was a good fight, but I'm saying that's controversial. What separates himself? I agree. I agree with Captain. Caleb Plant. He became undisputed. He went on that legendary run, beating Smith, beating Saunders, beating Plant. and became undisputed. Was Canelo the first undisputed Mexican champion in the history of the sport of boxing? He said Mars book sale. Now Al Heyman created Canelo. No, 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 no. He didn't create Canelo Alvarez. What Al Heyman did was give Canelo Alvarez his legacy opportunity. That type of legacy opportunity that most people, only a handful of people, have accomplished in the history of the sport of boxing. This stamped Canelo Alvarez, and actually, this right here separated. You remember when he beat Caleb Plant? Even Julio Cesar Chavez said he is better than I. Julio Cesar Chavez didn't say that after the Triple G fight. Chavez didn't say that after the Smith fight. That win right here after the Caleb Plant is when the other legendary Mexican fighter said that Canelo Alvarez was the best Mexican that ever lived fighter. Let's be real, let's be honest. It wasn't after the Cotto fight. It wasn't after the Trout fight. It wasn't after the Lara fight. It wasn't after the Billy Joe Saunders fight. It wasn't after the Smith fight. It was after the Kalen Plant fight. And right or wrong, give me a sec. Oh, you don't mind me just finding my spot on the front pew. Hugo Sanchez. Am I right? Come on, let's go back. If we forgot when Canelo Alvarez beat Caleb Plant, became super middleweight undisputed, he was getting praised by everybody, praised by all the legendary fighters, the Mexican fighters, as and Julio Cesar Chavez, the king of Mexico, said he is the best Mexican fighter, the best Mexican fighter ever. Son, facts. People was looking at him like a god after Plant fight. Facts. Facts. They looked at Canelo Alvarez like that is it. He reached the mountaintop. Reached the mountaintop. Who gave him that opportunity? Al Heyman. Al Heyman, folks. I couldn't understand why there was a lot of Mexican fans in this community. I'm sorry, not Mexican fan, Canelo Alvarez fan that was hating on Al Heyman. I know why. I know why. Because Mayweather is affiliated with Al Heyman. And there has been a lot of debates and arguments, and people shame Canelo Alvarez. They call him a cherry picker and they call him this. And then the Canelo Alvarez fanboys will say, well, Mayweather did the same thing. See, in this community, let's be real, let's be honest. Let me put the picture right back up. Let's be real, let's be honest. There is a silent war or a war of the hate of Al Heyman and PBC for whatever reason. Because Al Heyman has done great things. I know he put the pay-per-view prices up and people just feel they couldn't afford it and they was unhappy and they're like, man, no, man, stop, yo. Al Heyman, man, it's so expensive, yo. For real, yo. Yeah, acting like he was like Joe Biden putting the gas price up. Yo, I can't afford it, yo, for real, man. This bitch got me on child support and I can't even watch the motherfucking fight, yo. It's too much, man. We can't even pitch in for motherfuckers only want to go half with me, yo. Even half is too much. It was getting mad at Al Heyman. Yo, Al, yo, you be thinking that boxing fans is rich, yo, for real, yo. Fuck Al Heyman, yo. I don't got no $80 for watch boxing, yo. Right? But for Canelo Alvarez fans, you should love Al Haymon. Think about it, folks. Every major fan, every major, because come on, you know this community. Every high invested elite fighters have their little fanboy culture, right? I'm not talking about the conservative fans. There's a lot of Canelo Alvarez fans, but I'm talking about those few fanboys that they don't give a damn. They will go and threaten and go after everybody in every channel that go against Canelo Alvarez. The same thing Deontay Wilder got. The same thing Tank Davis got. The same thing Devin Haney got. The same thing Earl Spence got. The same thing that Bud Crawford got, right? You got the conservative fan, but then you got the little culture within the fan base that's fanboys. Al Haymon gave Canelo Alvarez the opportunity to truly be looked as a king, not only in the sport of boxing, but most importantly, by the Mexican boxing, because we all know that Mexican boxing has one of the best tradition of all boxing all over the world. Let me ask y'all this a question. Who gave Bud Crawford his legacy fight, his legacy win? Who? Was it Turkey? Was it Bob Arum? Was it BOK Prime? Or was it Al Haymon? Who gave Bud Crawford the opportunity to fight the fight that made him legendary? Come on now. Who? Who in boxing, talking about promoters, power entities, Al Lion in the building, me dice. Al Hamon, Al Haymon. Damn. You telling me, pound for pound fighters like Canelo Alvarez, that the best opportunity for them to be king, it was Al Haymon that gave Canelo Alvarez the opportunity, and now you're telling me that Terrence Bud Crawford, the win over Earl the True Spence, and the opportunity to fight Earl the True Spence to become a two-division undisputed world champion. Damn, it was the same guy? No, 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 no. Come on, y'all. I know that Al Haymon gets a lot of hate. You're telling me that it was Al Haymon that gave Bud Crawford the opportunity so we could look at Bud Crawford right now. Because after Bud Crawford beat Spence, ooh, that's when the people were saying, maybe he could fight Canelo Alvarez. People were saying that Bud Crawford, maybe he could beat Floyd Mayweather in his prime. We want to see Bud Crawford fight Sugar Ray Leonard in their prime. Dang, the opportunity that Al Haymon gives these fighters. I don't understand why Al Haymon is so hated. How can a Bud fan hate Al Haymon? And how could a Canelo Alvarez fan hate Al Haymon? Mayweather gave Manny Pacquiao the opportunity to fight Floyd Mayweather, vice versa. How could he be hated? Hmm? I mean, who was the best heavyweight at the time when it went to a new era? It was Tyson Fury, right? He beat Klitschko. He came back 3 years. And then Deontay Wilder fighting Tyson Fury. It's a great fight too. Shit. Think about it. If Tyson Fury never would have vacated those titles and left, then Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury would have been for undisputed. But, people were still mad at Al Haymon. Jamel Charlo, the undisputed 154-pound champion. Who is he affiliated with? Al Haymon. But yeah, I hate Jamel Charlo for whatever reason. I don't understand. I don't understand. So again, in this community, come on, you know it. There's like a silent war. There's channels that hate Al Haymon and they praise Turki Alalshikh. Why they hate Al Haymon? Why? I mean, all the promoters have hit or miss, right? promoters, power. And I know Top Reg has had great fights, but they miss a few ones. Just like out Haymon and PBC, just like Matchroom Boxing, just like Oscar de la Hoya, Golden Boy Promotion, just like Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. Everybody is a hit or miss. Not every, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have Morales versus Marquez. We didn't have Bo versus Riddick Bowe versus Lennox Lewis. I mean, it has happened in the history of the sport of boxing. Dímelo. Who gave Bud Crawford this opportunity right here? Hmm? Who gave this guy? Who gave Bud Crawford to become this? And Al Heyman was going to give Bud Crawford another opportunity, but Bud Crawford, he didn't stick to the people that gave him that opportunity. Canelo Alvarez did sign with PBC and then he left when Al Heyman was going to give him the bag again. Let's remember what Jake Paul said. The deal with Jake Paul was a PBC Netflix most valuable promotion deal. You do remember, you do remember what Turki Alalshikh said in the interview with Mike Coppinger. He said that he couldn't top Netflix deal they have for Canelo Alvarez versus Jake Paul. So think about it, folks. If he's getting $100 million from Turki Al-Sheikh, can you imagine when Netflix, PBC, and Most Valuable Promotion was willing to give Canelo Alvarez to face Jake Paul? And I know there was a lot of people saying, oh man, fuck that fight, yo, that ain't a real fight. Wouldn't you have liked it? If you ain't like Jake Paul, what he did to Mike Tyson, wouldn't you have liked it, Canelo Alvarez, to put a stop on Jake Paul and do it for Mike Tyson and bring that respect back? Canelo Alvarez, he couldn't even do it for Mike Tyson. He couldn't do it for the boxers. Imagine Canelo Alvarez said, you know what? I'm going to do this for Mike Tyson for you not to respect our legends again. Let's put an end to this Jake Paul stuff. We want him in the sport of boxing, but not to disrespect fighters and legendary fighters like this. And Canelo Alvarez would have put a stop to it. But there was haters of PBC that just didn't want him to capture that fight, that bag. So he sold his soul to Turki Al-Sheikh. Now he's fighting William Scull. Come on, y'all. Let's be real, let's be honest. We'll go wrap up boxing knowledge. Let's be real, let's be honest, folks. You might not want to admit it because you need to save your little arguments and debates and bragging rights in the YTBC. You would rather have Canelo versus Jake Paul than Canelo Alvarez versus William Scull. Put it this way, if Jake Paul was fighting another fighter right on this Saturday and William Scull was fighting just another fighter this Saturday, you guys will be looking at Jake Paul. If Jake Paul was fighting a volleyball star and William Scull will be fighting a ranked number 23 fighter through the IBF, you guys will be, in this community, we'll be talking about Jake Paul. Most of us will be going live with the Jake Paul event. So I don't want to hear the lies. I don't want to hear the lies. You would rather watch Jake Paul versus Canelo Alvarez. Let's be real, let's be honest. We don't know who William Scull. Before all this Canelo Alvarez stuff, I tried to Google William Scull, and they showed me William Shakespeare and his skull. And then I tried again, and it says, you know when you try to Google, but Google can't even find it? And it says, did you mean? Question mark. You never had that when you're looking for something in Google, and not even Google could find it? And Google gives you the did you mean this? That's what it gave me when I was trying to when I was trying to find out who the hell is William Skull. And we're hardcore boxing fans out here. William Skull exposed all of us in this community because we was all going crazy. Who the fuck is William Skull? William Skull, motherfucker. That shit ain't even a Cuban name. Shit ain't even a Cuban name. Not even the Cubans know how to pronounce Skull. Escule, ¿cómo se llama el tigre? ¿Cómo se llama? Pero nene, no sé cómo se llama ese tigre, ni no lo sé, no lo conozco. I try to hit up damn Ugas. And he said he don't even know who the hell is William Skull. Hey, y'all know Louis the Cooper got mad Cuban fighters. I try to contact my brother Big Rob that's working with other Cuban fighters. He didn't even know who the hell William Skull is. A Cuban in Germany? Shit, I don't know. Al Haymon has given Canelo Alvarez his legacy fight. If it wasn't for Al Haymon giving him Kalen Plant, then we'll be talking about that the best victory for Canelo Alvarez was the controversial victory of Triple G. That's not enough for the people, ladies and gentlemen. That's not enough. The opportunity that Al Haymon gave Canelo Alvarez stamped him in the history books with totally respect. By the time like I said, he beat Kalen Plant, people said that he's better than Julio Cesar Chavez. Man, when he beat Kalen Plant, people was even talking about a potential fight with Canelo Alvarez or Alexander Usyk. Hey, yo, Rap Star Boxing Knowledge, am I right or wrong? If you're still in the chat, am I right or wrong? If you're still in the chat. People was talking about a potential fight with Canelo Alvarez versus Alexander Usyk after the Kalen Plant fight. I ain't lying. Man, people was looking at Canelo. I remember I even said, yo, Canelo Alvarez right now, he's in that Michael Jordan mode. He's on that Black Mamba mode. He looks invincible through that super middleweight streak. Invincible. Give me a second, y'all. Yep. Said True said William Skull got his name from Red Skull. So yeah. Um, so what I was saying, right? So, anybody in the chat could tell me why Al Heyman is hated so much compared to Turkey? Like he's looked upon like a god, and I like Al Heyman like if he ain't do nothing. I don't understand. What? I mean, he produced undisputed fights, undisputed champions at the time. Mm? He's giving these fighters money. Why Al Heyman is so hated and Turkey is so loved? Put it this way: if the opportunities that Al Heyman gave Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, then we wouldn't be looking at this potential matchup as Canelo Alvarez giving Bud Crawford an opportunity to become an undisputed world champion, really. Even though that, yeah, he's fighting William Scull and shit like that, but let me see what anybody has to say. Turkey is in the public. That's what it is. But so is that people wants to see Al Heyman? They just want to feel him, see him, speak to him. I don't know. I just don't like Al Heyman because I haven't. I just want to look at him. I just want to hear his voice, and maybe I like him. Like, is that what it is? People just want to look at Al Heyman. I just want to talk to him, and I just want to smell his breath. I just want to know, does his breath stink, or does it just smell like spearmint? I just want to have a chat. I just want to see an interview. I don't know. This is what Al Heyman produced. This is what Al Heyman produced. Right? Well, let's go by what Buck Crawford said earlier or yesterday.
I'm not going in there looking to knock Canelo out. Could it happen? Yes, absolutely.
You's a liar! You smoke crack, don't you?
These big guys are slower. So they might catch him with something, but he might see it at the last moment. He's able to roll and turn with it because he's coming from a smaller weight class that was faster. I'm coming from a smaller weight class that's faster and sharper.
That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit, Buck Crawford. This dude say he could knock out Canelo Alvarez. Shit, I'm gonna say it like this, man. Buck Crawford believes this right now. Like I told y'all earlier in the live, it's only two reasons, bro. Two reasons that he could now at 38, gonna be 38 years old, gonna believe that he could knock out Canelo Alvarez. When in the beginning, when a couple of years ago, he said there's not even a chance. He don't even see himself in the ring. He was looking at Canelo Alvarez as, man, he's 168, 175. There's no way I'm gonna fight Canelo Alvarez. All of a sudden, you think you can knock out Canelo Alvarez? That's because the money is telling you that shit. Or because I look, folks, I don't give a damn what y'all say. I don't care. I don't care. Call y'all want to call me a hater all you want. I don't care. Then he's enhanced. No, I don't want to hear nobody saying, oh, skills and skills. Shut the F up. We've seen enough of Bud Crawford and we've seen enough of Canelo Alvarez to assess and break down the fight the way that we need to break down the fight. You can't tell me the whole world of boxing knows that Canelo Alvarez has one of the greatest chins in the history of the sport of boxing, and probably the greatest chin in the history of the sport of boxing. He couldn't get hurt by Cove, the love, the crusher that killed the man in the ring. He couldn't get hurt by Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. that killed the man in the ring. He couldn't get hurt by Triple G, the most devastating puncher, arguably, of this generation. He couldn't get hurt by Berlanga that has knocked out 17 people in the first round. He couldn't get hurt by Haymon. He couldn't get hurt by Kalen Plant that knocked out Anthony Durrell, that knocked out Jacoby, whatever her name is. He couldn't get hurt by Miguel Cotto. Couldn't get hurt by Austin Trout. Don't tell me, and couldn't get hurt by the Iron Man Jamel Charlo. Don't tell me that little old Bud Crawford gonna come up into the 168-pound division and he couldn't even hurt Mazurov is going to knock out Canelo Alvarez. If that happens, I'll be the first. I'll be yelling steroids that he popping steroids up his both butt cheeks. I don't give a damn what anybody say. Call me a hater all you want. You be stupid. I ain't no dummy. Even people gonna get mad if I say, damn, hey, yo, the fight is gonna be fixed. Why y'all getting mad? We all know that boxing is corrupted. We talk about that shit every damn week. Every damn event, there's some corruption going on in the sport of boxing. But then if I say that, you know what, man, the fix is in for Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford. If it goes to a decision, they're probably gonna give it to Bud Crawford. Oh, you see, why I can't think like that? Why? Y'all forgot what happened with Lamont Roach and Javante Tan Davis? Huh? Huh? We always talk about this Canelo Alvarez and Triple G, that there was robbery and corrupted. Huh? What about the out there in Reha season with Carlos Adamas and Shiraz? Oh, but when I say that, damn, it's that they could be fixed. Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford. Oh, yo, punch you hating. Like there is not a corruption in almost every event. Before it was like once in a blue moon. Now it's almost every event we're talking about robbery. I'm saying that the changing of the opinions and the tone of Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is older. Bud Crawford is less active. Bud Crawford ain't looked at, he looked at ordinary when he moved into the 154-pound division. They didn't even fought an elite fighter. Mazurov was not elite. And Mazurov, though, is not even known for power. But he's gonna go 2 divisions up, and supposedly I could knock out Canelo Alvarez because I come from the smaller division, and I might be sharper and quicker, and he may not see my punches like if he see the big guys' punches. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what Mir Khan said. How about Cotto? Cotto come from the smaller division as well. What happened there? Shane Mosley come from the smaller division as well. What happened there? Jamel Charlo came from the smaller division. What happened there? You know what Jamel Charlo said? Jamel Charlo said Canelo Alvarez didn't even feel my punches. Now don't tell me that Bud is gonna go 168 and the most iron chin in the history of the sport of boxing is gonna get touched up by Bud Crawford and Bud Crawford gonna hurt him. Stop it. Stop it, folks. If I was to if if I was to bet on my opinion what's going on with Bud Crawford right now, is that he's on the snack. Now, whatever's on the snack, I don't know. But I'm just saying he's on the damn snackety snack. And it's giving him some superpowers to think like this. Be mad all you want. Is Bud Crawford getting tested right now? I want to know. No. I want to know. Right now, currently, if Bud Crawford getting tested right now. Anybody? Anybody got an answer? I mean, didn't they say that Devin Haney got into the 24/7, 365 all around? What about Bud Crawford? I want to know if Bud Crawford going to be in that shit. If Bud Crawford all of a sudden think, hold on.
I'm not going in there looking to knock Canelo out. Could it happen? Yes, absolutely.
You's a liar!
See how you said it can happen? Yeah, absolutely. That wasn't your energy before. What you mean? Yeah, absolutely. By whom? By whom, Bud Crawford? By whom? By whom? You? To believe that, you got to be on snack. I'm talking about not the type of snack that's on the shelf. By who? Absolutely by who? I want to know. If you think, all right, outside of Bud Crawford, in 168-pound division, in 160, in 154, in 147. They're going to be moving up to the 160. Who is going to knock out Canelo Alvarez? As a matter of fact, anybody in 175, nobody going to knock out Canelo Alvarez. Not Bivol, not Beterbiev, not Benavidez, nobody. So let me know who's going to knock out Canelo Alvarez. Who? Who is even close? What the hell we seen Canelo Alvarez wobble, damn it? We haven't seen Canelo Alvarez wobble since he was 19 years old, bro. Since 19 years old. Canelo Alvarez is only 34 years old. He's in the back end of his prime. He's still 34 years old, younger than Bud Crawford. So what does Bud Crawford see that? Yeah, of course it can happen. Of course, by whom? We've seen every damn devastating punchers land a punch on Canelo Alvarez. You really gonna tell me that if Bud Crawford knocks down, wobbles, knocks out Canelo Alvarez, do you think I'm gonna sit right here on a live come September and say, "Oh my God, Bud Crawford landed a great punch and he didn't see it. What a great..." No, I'm gonna be like steroids right away. PEDs, the best PEDs you could ever imagine is in his system. That's what I'm gonna say. Call me a hate all you want. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. If Bud Crawford wobbles Canelo Alvarez, I'm going to say that Bud Crawford is on the greatest PEDs that was ever created. And I think this is the reason why he's not fighting right now. They doing some experiment shit on him. This is my opinion. Do not fight Canelo Alvarez. Do not fight. I'm sorry. Do not fight Bud Crawford. Wait for Canelo Alvarez to go out there and fight William Scull. We need you to be at their best. Go to with Victor Conte. Spend those 8 months, rejuvenate their body the way you need to rejuvenate their body. Not even Bud Crawford believes what he's saying right now. But doesn't it contradict itself? Put it this way. Bud Crawford posted a video a couple of weeks ago. What was it? Oh, I'm 180, 86, 189 pounds, something like that. And everybody was doing a video and writing an article about Terrence Bud Crawford is bulking up. But this interview tells me that it's not about bulking up. It's about you being the smaller fighter and being sharp and being quick. So why you bulking up? Think about it, folks. Two weeks ago, I believe that was 2-3 weeks ago, he posted a little video in the gym, and his weight, basically, he's bulking up. I'm gonna get big and strong for Canelo Alvarez. But then he says this in yesterday's interview.
I'm not going in there looking to knock Canelo out. Could it happen? Yes, absolutely.
You's a liar! You smoke crack, don't you?
These big guys are slower. So they might catch him with something, but he might see it at the last moment. He's able to roll and turn with it because he's coming from a smaller weight class that was faster. I'm coming from a smaller weight class that's faster and sharper.
Okay. But you're trying to be bigger and stronger. Where you look slow in a 154-pound division. What makes you, and now you bulking up for Canelo at 168. Is that gonna make you quicker, Bud Crawford? Is that the science? They always say power is the last thing to go, right? Right, folks? Power is the last thing to go, right? That's what they say in the sport of boxing. So you bulking up to gain speed and sharpness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it is. He's with the Pablo Escobar PEDs, right? He's going to do the same mistake that he's done with these particular other fighters. Devin Haney bulking up, and then this is what it is. He wants you to stay strong. He wants you to bulk up and keep those muscles while you spar. Listen up, folks. I know what I'm talking about. He wants you to bulk up, gain the muscle, Throughout the training camp, you're sparring bigger guys and you're strong, right? And then a day and a half before weigh-in, he makes you lose 15, 16, 18 pounds of water. And then come fight night, magically, you're just as strong as you was during training camp. But the thing is, this is boxing. And you can't be playing your body like you play with other, you know what I'm saying, like other sports. See, this is one thing that the Pablo Escobar of PEDs, that's why some people be like, yo, but this guy's on snack and he lost, and this guy, he don't know shit about boxing. He knows shit about the body, right? See how Demetrius Andre was with David Benavidez? In my opinion, that was a mistake. Demetrius Andre bulking up, thighs looking like a tight end for David Benavidez. What was the special attributes of Demetrius Andre? It's footwork. He didn't have that type of footwork versus David Benavidez, in which he actually did need it to get out the way. But you bulked up, and now if you ask Demetrius Andre, what would you have done differently? And you know what he's saying? Not bulk up like that. Remember Jamel Charlo, he was trying to bulk up for Canelo Alvarez. And then when it came to rehydrate, you know how much he rehydrated? 4 to 5 pounds. You know how much Demetrius Andre rehydrated? 6 to 7 pounds. You know how much David Benavidez rehydrated? Almost 30 pounds. 25 plus, almost 25 pounds. He weighed 190, 98, I believe so. Come fight night. And I knew it because I was in the Thai restaurant in the Mandalay Bay, where David Benavidez' team was talking about. They say that he's almost 200 after the weigh-in. So Bud Crawford going book up for Canelo Alvarez. He ain't gonna have his speed. He ain't gonna have all that footwork. He's gonna be inactive as well. Versus a seasoned Canelo Alvarez. A seasoned Canelo Alvarez. And you think that Bud Crawford is going, no. He hurts Canelo Alvarez. Ladies and gentlemen, just he's on steroids. And are the biggest PEDs, the best invention. The top of the line PEDs. That would be Bud Crawford. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Y'all can play the fool all y'all want. I'm in the sport. I know shit in the sport of boxing. He said, Eric Gomes said, leave Bud alone. And then active Canelo, but thank you, Punch. Finally, someone said it. Code in the building. Yep. Boxing is good right now. This is why I don't understand. When we say that boxing is good right now, boxing is so good. You know why boxing is good? Because we got the product. We got the product. As much as people always like to say, well, back in the days, this. To be honest, if you look at almost every division, it's stacked up with real talent, real skillful fighters, overall skillful fighters. Look at the 154-pound division. Look at the lightweight division. Look at the 140-pound division. Look at the 168-pound division. I know the 160-pound division is kind of a ghost town. The heavyweight division is all right. You just can't be a slave to, oh, we want to see a Mike Tyson. Or, no. The heavyweight division is okay. It's good. Cruiserweight division is good. Bantamweight division, featherweight division, super featherweight division is good. It's good. I would have loved Turki Alalshikh with that unlimited money to bring us that David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. If the rumor has it that Canelo Alvarez is getting paid over $100 million for Bud Crawford, and the rumor has it that Bud Crawford's going to be getting paid 50 to 70 million dollars to fight Canelo Alvarez. Let's just say that that's like let's say $170 on $170 million on a pot. Hey, if David Benavidez was willing to fight Canelo Alvarez, like he said in the interview, for $5 million. Hey, yo, Turkey, all you just had to give him probably at least seven to $10 million. He would have said yes and gave Canelo Alvarez that $150 million that he asked for. And he would have fought David Benavidez. How about in the co-main event? In the co-main event, you give me Bud Crawford versus Virgil Ortiz, or Bud Crawford versus Fundura, or even Bud Crawford versus Jermell Charlo in September. Now that's boxing. That's boxing. And especially a Jermell Charlo, I'm sorry, Bud Crawford fighting a Virgil Ortiz is a passing of the torch fight. Bud Crawford fighting Fundura is a passing of the torch fight. Yes, still a legacy fight. Maybe not the Virgil Ortiz because he wouldn't win that, but a Fundura is still a legacy fight. Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez is a passing of the torch fight. That if Bud Crawford, if David Benavidez beats Canelo Alvarez, we're moving on into a new era. If Virgil beats Bud Crawford, we're moving on to a new era, and boxing keeps on going because at the end of the day, it's tradition for the passing of the torch fight. Every great fighter has been through the passing of the torch fight. Some of them have passed, some of them have failed. Floyd Mayweather needed to beat Oscar De La Hoya so he could beat Money May. Keith Thurman had his passing of the torch fight with Manny Pacquiao. He didn't pass the test. Canelo Alvarez didn't pass the test versus versus Floyd Mayweather, but he was given the opportunity to do so. He was given the opportunity to do so. Roberto Duran gave an opportunity for Hector Camacho. Oscar De La Hoya was given the opportunity by Hector Camacho. Julio Cesar Chavez gave Oscar De La Hoya the opportunity. Oscar De La Hoya gave the opportunity. Larry Holmes gave Mike Tyson the opportunity. Sonny Liston gave Muhammad Ali the opportunity. Muhammad Ali gave Larry Holmes the opportunity. It's always at the passing of the torch fight because boxing keeps on moving forward. It moves forward. On to the next generation. On to the next. Klitschko gave Tyson Fury the opportunity. What does Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez do for the sport of boxing? I'm going to tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen. The same shit that Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez do to boxing is the same shit Mike Tyson and Jake Paul did for the sport of boxing. What does it do after? See, I know what Earl Spence and Bud Crawford see right after. In all actuality, if Bud Crawford wanted it to be the Bud Crawford era, he should have took advantage. He should have took advantage. This is not taking advantage. I know there's gonna be people out there that be like, "Yo, but Punch, Bud Crawford is daring to be great. Bud Crawford, come on, yo, you talking about this book with this, but Bud Crawford is fighting Canelo Alvarez because he's daring to be great. He ain't daring to be great. That is not daring to be great. Because you put all the money in the world and he's taking the money. That's not daring to be great. That's him not daring to be stupid, not to take the money of Turki Alalshikh. That's what it is. He's daring not to be stupid. If you give me $50 million to face Alexander Usyk right now, I will take the $50 million. Not because I got the balls and the cojones to figure, no, because it's just the money that I'll be stupid not to take and to invest in my family. I'm tired of people hearing and seeing tweets of saying, yo, but Bud is daring to be great to fight Canelo. That's not daring to be great. That's him taking the bag. It's not daring to be great. Give me $50 million right now. I'll fight Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk on the same night. You remember back in the days when they used to be like, yo, would you get $1 million to get punched by Mike Tyson, yo? If Turkey Alalshikh was giving Bud Crawford $10 million to fight Canelo Alvarez, he would have said, hell no. $10 million, nah, that ain't too enough. That ain't enough. Tired of all this that he's there to be great shit. That's not daring to be great. Hey, that's taking the money. Bud Crawford wasn't really asking for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez wasn't asking for Bud Crawford. This is the Turkey Alalshikh imagination. His fantasy. This is his wet dream right here. Trying to play. They're trying to play. You know what? You know what it is. This is what I when you try to play me like a fool, I don't like it. That's what it is. People are yo punch, but you a boxing fan. Yo, you should support the Canelo. I'm gonna watch it, but I know that it's a mismatch. It's not generally done for because it's a great fight. No, it's not. It's not a great fight. There's so many great fights to be made for Canelo and for Bud Crawford. This fight just shrinks the sport. You let people casuals know the only reason we put in Bud and Canelo is because I mean there's really nothing there. It's just names. No. There's Bud versus Fundura. There's Bud versus Virgil. If Boots Ennis beat Stanionis, he become lineal champion in the welterweight division, and then he could take that type of lineal title and status to the 154, and then we get the fight of another passing of the torch fight with Boots and Bud. Bud got a lot of great fights. He got a lot of great fights left in him, just like Floyd Mayweather did when he signed that Showtime contract. This right here is giving them an out. Like I said yesterday, this right here is giving them an out. Now, go get the bag. Again, it'll be stupid for Bud Crawford not to fight Canelo Alvarez because of the bag. And the same thing goes for Canelo Alvarez. This gives them a pass. This gives them a pass for people to say, yo, but he's getting $100 million to face Bud Crawford. But I want to see Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. But yo, but Canelo's getting $100 million. Yo, but I want to see Bud versus Virgil and Bud versus Vadura. But yo, but he getting Canelo Alvarez, he's getting the bag. That's it. So I can't say shit. Al Haymon gave me some good fights. He gave me some good fights. He gave me as a Canelo Alvarez fan, he gave me the most important fight for Canelo Alvarez after the Triple G fight. So as a Canelo Alvarez fan, I appreciate Al Haymon. As a Jamel Charlo fan, I appreciate Al Haymon. As a Manny Pacquiao fan, when Top Rank wasn't about to pay Manny Pacquiao the money and stuff like that, in which a lot of people felt that there was corruption in that Jeff Horn fight, and rumor has it is that they was looking for a new pipeline in Australia, and the Australian pipeline have Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao, and then we got a new pipeline in the sport of boxing, the Australian money, the Australian fan base, another fighter that got a country behind him, and they thought that Manny Pacquiao was done, and Al Haymon gave Manny Pacquiao the opportunity to resurrect his career financially. It was Al Haymon that empowered Canelo Alvarez, and it's not about PBC presents Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, it was Canelo Promotions presents PBC. This is the reason why Eddie Reynoso and Canelo Alvarez loves Al Haymon. Because Al Haymon is just not about giving you the bag. Al Haymon is about giving you the bag and for you to empower yourself. And that's what a lot of people don't like in the sport of boxing. That's why other entities hated Al Haymon, because Al Haymon cared about the fighters. You know why? Because his brother Bobby Haymon had brain damage, and nobody did anything to take care of Bobby Haymon. And Al Haymon came to the sport of boxing to take care of the fighters. But every entity in the sport of boxing don't give a damn about the fighters the way that Al Haymon cares about the health of the fighters. Oh, he's Al Heyman is fucking up the market. No, Al Heyman is cutting the middleman. He's cutting the middleman. And you see that promoter that you was paying 20 to 25%, he's cutting them off and making you a licensed promoter for your own fight. And you don't gotta give that promotional that promoter that 20%. You keep that 20% in your pocket. Ah, y'all didn't like that. Why? Why y'all hated that Al Heyman was schooling these fighters to cut the middleman off? Don't worry, I got you. This is my show. Y'all gonna fight under my show, PBC. We're gonna hire a TG. We're gonna hire TGB to just promote the event, not promote you. Promote the event. And guess who's not bending the knee thus far? Al Heyman. Y'all was getting mad at Al Heyman this side of the street, side of the street. Look at Turkey Al-Sheikh and look how he's talking about this Dimitri Bivol situation as a potential fight with Benavidez. He don't want to let Dimitri Bivol go to Al Heyman to get the money. I thought it was about boxing. Now it was about you controlling shit. If it's about boxing, Turkey Al-Sheikh should be happy and be like, hey, yeah, yes, go over there to BBC. I would enjoy it. I would enjoy the fight. It helps the sport of boxing. That's not what Turkey Al-Sheikh said. He almost tried to threaten in other ways. I dare you to go over there, Bivol. I dare you go. Because if you want to come over here, there gonna be a seat on the table for you. That was his energy. That tells you everything you need to know about Turkey Al-Sheikh. He's not about the sport of boxing. He's a control freak. It's about him. It's about him. Has nothing to do with boxing. If y'all haven't noticed, it has nothing to do with boxing. He's playing shit like it's a toy. It's about him. But some of y'all gonna be like, oh, I don't know, fuck Al Heyman, yeah, it's Turkey. You think shit was about Al Heyman? If it wasn't about Al Heyman, would be showing his face. That's why people hate that he doesn't show his face. It's not about him. It's about the fighter. Yo, why he be putting that shit on pay-per-view? Dummy, he don't work for us. He worked for the fighters. Yo, that pay-per-view ain't gonna do shit. Hey, let me say it like this. If you do 130, 150, 200K pay-per-view buys, that's an extra almost $2 million in the Javante Tank Davis pockets. You think he's putting these pay-per-view to beat up Mayweather's record or something like that? No. 200K. A lot of these pay-per-view nowadays, you break even at 60,000 pay-per-view buys. So if you're Javante Tan Davis and you're selling 180, 165, 200, 210, 250 paper, 250K pay-per-view buys, you put in an extra $2 to $3 million in your pocket. That's good. Don't let them lie to you, folks. Don't let them lie to you. And if you're a hardcore boxing fan and you support the sport of boxing, you pay for it. Why not? Then you're gonna miss out. And then you'll be looking like a fool saying, yo, this fight ain't shit. So yeah. Turkey Al-Sheikh is doing good things in the sport of boxing, all right? Al Heyman has done great things in the sport of boxing. He's been putting in work for years. He's been putting work for years. So I don't understand the hate of Al Heyman. I just don't think that Turkey's way is gonna be sustainable. You know what I'm saying? First he's saying first he's trying to implement this one world title, one belt with Dana White, but then the reason why we're getting William Scull and Canelo Alvarez, so what if so Canelo Alvarez could get the IBF belt, so then he could present a undisputed bout and the opportunity for Terrence Bill Crawford to become a three-division undisputed world champion. But I thought you only care about the belt. Well, you only cared about one belt. That one belt is important. Maybe you should have said to Canelo Alvarez, vacate all the straps, and y'all gonna be fighting for the TKO belt. But anyway, it's gonna be show live. I'm about to get something to eat. Shout out to the people in the chat. Tomorrow I go live. I open up the panels and stuff like that. Go a little bit earlier. Again, and thank you for the people for the prayers and stuff like that. For my OG, for the granny and stuff like that. Thank you for the prayers, man. I appreciate y'all. That's why I haven't been really consistent with this ish. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I'll keep y'all updated on the post. But good looking out, man. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.